And as you can see as I pan, there's not many burials here. And as you know, you might see a familiar, for those that have seen the dirty old OG house, it's actually right there. It's smack right next to the cemetery. Unfortunately, I've had some health issues that's kind of limited my going out and investigating different places. Throw in the fact that it's 110 degrees out in Phoenix, or actually in Arizona right now. It's probably not the most exciting thing to do, but nothing's going to stop me, to be honest with you. Weather, health. I'm going to continue to come out and try to find different locations to explore, basically. Check out some of this over here. See, it says these grounds provide a resting place for our loved ones. There is more here if only we pause to reflect. Those that rest here are our family, our friends, our community, and our history. Let us remember them, and in doing so, we will remember our lives. Let us reflect on how our lives would be different without their influence. Ronald G. Long, 2007. That's well said, actually. Oh man, that's crazy. As I sit here, a baby bird just fell out of the tree and is now going to die. May you rest in peace, little one. That is just very interesting coincidence. I wish I could do something for you, little one. I really wish I could do something. It's really windy right now, so I'm sure it flew out of that tree. I feel really bad for you. I'm so sorry. I know. I don't think you're gonna make it, little one. That was a very interesting coincidence. I guess I'll kind of, nobody's over here right now, so I'm gonna kind of walk and do another little bit. Another reason why I'm not doing a lot of investigations, especially in abandoned buildings, is that with this hot weather, it brings in a lot of bees, wasps, hornets, whatever they may be, just other insects that are just snakes. We have the diamondback snake here, which is very poisonous, or which are very poisonous. So when I go out and do things like this, I have to keep in mind that there are things out here to harm me. So there's a lot of reasons why I haven't been putting out a lot of videos. Crazy. I just heard some voices coming from this area. It sounded like it was across the street though, not within the cemetery, but so I'm gonna head back to the car. I just kind of want to give you a little brief day tour of the cemetery. This is my first time here, and it definitely will not be my last. There's another cemetery in Liberty, Arizona. That one has some very interesting history. I do plan on going there as well. I might wait a little while, a couple days. I don't know exactly when I'll head out there, but it's roughly 6 to 7 miles away from where I live. Liberty's got some very interesting history, including through research having the oldest, or yeah, hosting the oldest school in Arizona. It still stands, and it's a beautiful, beautiful school. Like it's definitely taken care of. So here's another burial here. Carl Clinton Burks Heyer, born November 1871, died 1948. So you can see that this one was, you know, carved. It looks like hand carved. So this is definitely a makeshift gravestone or headstone. So I'm wondering if you had that option. I guess you did, because it's here. Burial here. Billy Jean Smithson. It's like 1939 to 1945, so 6 years. I'm a little more interested in these older tombstones. This one says, I want to think it says 1899 to 1943. Yeah, so all right, so you're gonna see a cut in this video, and then when the video resumes, it'll be me back here at the Buckeye Cemetery, or the Louis B. Hazelton Cemetery, to do an investigation. Whether I'll do it with daylight, or in daylight, or at night, is just gonna be, that's gonna be pending at this point. So we have one here, a World War II vet, passed away in 1982, by the name of Johnny Massengale. Johnny Massengale, I thank you for your service. May your soul rest in peace. Truly, truly, truly thank you for everything you've done for this country. Whatever purpose you served, we really honor you right now. All right, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Eerie Explorations. Tonight we're at a special location. We're actually at the Buckeye Cemetery. Also, well, actually it's the Louis B. Hazelton Cemetery. Residents around the area refer to as Buckeye Cemetery. Tonight we're just going to do a little night investigation. This is the second part to the day explore that I made a few days ago. So the good part about this whole thing is you're going to be following us and going with us as we explore the cemetery and conduct maybe a couple experiments. Otherwise, we're happy to present this to you, and here we go. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna begin this little nighttime investigation of the cemetery. Heather's gonna take some high quality photos for me. Is that correct, Heather? Yep. So, as I mentioned, I'm gonna find a good area, a good spot to maybe conduct some kind of investigation. Or sorry, experimentation or experiment. There's a veteran. It's pretty neat. It's not a, as I mentioned too, it's not a big cemetery. So Louis B. Hazelton was this cemetery was named after him. He was a young man from Buckeye that served in the World War I and passed away in France in 1918. So this cemetery was basically memorialized after him serving his country. And the cemetery is owned by the Fire Medical Department, Fire Medical Rescue Department. So I found that to be quite interesting. You see any interesting things at this point, Heather? I'm trying my best to limit names on tombstones, but I will eventually find some really neat ones. Maybe some of the older ones, not so much the newer ones. Like here's a nice looking one. The cemeteries here in Arizona, well, at least in Buckeye and Liberty and the White Mountains, those cemeteries are all rather flat. So what you see is what you get. Don't want to leave Heather too far behind. Let's see what this is all about right here. Okay, so again, these are, I'm gonna avoid filming this area just because it just seems like a family was buried there. So I do want to respect the family. I do this in good taste, or we do this in good taste. So what do you think so far?
It's interesting.
Interesting? Any kind of vibes at all? I mean, what do you...
I mean, not really. I mean, the only thing I can say is like over there by the little girls, as we were walking away, I could hear something moving. I thought it was a snake. And so I looked over and it was nothing. So I just took a bunch of pictures.
You mentioned little girls. So is this like somebody, a little girl that just passed recently, or?
No, well, I thought it was a little girl. I didn't look at the tombstone.
Okay, let's look at this. This might be a good place to begin a little tiny experiment. Is this one?
Yeah.
So
actually, there were 50.
50. Okay.
No, is this it? Yeah, this is Alfred.
Oh, okay. So it says loving son, father, and Gramps Freddie. May you rest in peace, Alfred. I'm gonna kind of not say the last name too. But you felt something over here?
Well, I heard something. I thought
Oh.
it was a snake.
But that's another thing we need to be cautious about. We don't know the critters that are.
I know it's hot in there.
Yeah, it's very hot. So actually, it feels nice tonight.
Well, that's when the snakes come out.
Okay, so let's make sure we pay attention. I would like to live tomorrow.
Today.
Well, yeah, we'd like to live out the rest of the evening, right?
So it won't let me take pictures right here.
It won't take pictures right there?
No.
So that's strange. But you have your light on too, so that it should recognize. Do you feel anything right there?
I'm trying 100%.
So as you can see, Heather's trying to take a picture.
The camera went completely blurry.
Let's check it
Watch.
out.
Watch this. So I angle it out. See before.
But why is it reticle? Why is the reticle going to the left of the screen up there? Is it trying to focus on that tree back there?
No, before it was over here.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I keep going like this.
Okay. Well. All right. So,
This is the only time.
is there anybody out here with us right now?
See? So you take a picture there. I come back this way.
Is there anybody
So
that?
look, to the red box.
So the red. Okay. Let's film this. So you see Heather's trying to see that reticle right there is off to the left and to the top of the Okay, let's. What's that? Is there a blue thing on the screen? Okay, never mind. Oh, that's just
For some reason, it will not focus in.
strange. Huh. So we're having an issue trying to take a picture in this area. What's going on here? Victoria, is that you? Are you preventing us from Heather from taking photos using that camera?
So I can take a picture there. There. I got it. Oh, now it will.
It will now? Okay.
All of a sudden, it started
Strange.
getting blurry.
Because I know when that light's on that camera, it should have no problems taking pictures. I can understand with the light not being on the camera. So, Gova Z. Dodson, U.S. Army, World War I, July 28, 1988 to November 17, 1951. Thank you for your service to our country. There's another one here. It says Harvey K. Miller, Arizona PFC Medical Department, World War I, June 23rd, 1952. Thank you for your service to the country. So yeah, there's a lot of servicemen and women buried in the cemetery. So it says this is an interesting headstone or tombstone, and James Hill, or what is that, Hill, or in loving memory. Crazy. Thanks for your service, James. World War II, Warren Boyd. Thanks for your service, Warren. Thank you for fighting for our freedom and what we have today. So this is,
U.S. Army,
yeah, 1955.
40.
Yep, 40 years old. Thanks for your service, Gabrielle. Okay, so if there's anybody here with us right now, there's a gauge in Heather's left hand. It's a K2 meter. It's a harmless device. Please use this device to communicate with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the camera off from Heather, and when it starts acting up, then we'll put that on camera. Let's walk over here, babes. So if there's anybody here with us, it seems rather quiet right now. We're not here to harm you. We're just here to communicate with you.
Look, there's something right there.
Is it going off?
No, right there. Right there.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
It was like a flying thing, right?
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's just a bird.
He's walking.
Yeah, I saw something flying. Oh, man, those are not bats, are they?
Looks like it.
Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that.
Yeah.
I don't like bats, but I do feel safer out in the cemetery with dealing with bats than inside of a building.
I haven't done anything yet.
No reeds yet.
Nothing.
Isn't that crazy? And then other.
So I just want to show you. It's hard, I know, once I put the light in front of it. Come on. I don't know know if you guys can see that or not, but like on our last investigation, this thing was going off the chain. So
the difference is?
there is a difference, so it's not normal for that to look like that, just to give you...
I mean, it also validates the fact that, you know, if there's no spiritual energy or, you know, electromagnetic energy going on, it's just not going to go off just by walking around.
No.
So, but we'll walk around a few more minutes. Once we get a spike, then, you know, maybe we can investigate that location. All right, so Heather and I are still making our way through the cemetery, trying to locate, you know, try to. So Heather and I are still. What was that?
I don't know. You heard that too?
Yeah, that's strange. So Heather and I are still trying to make our way through the cemetery. We're not getting any spikes on the K2 meter. Not saying that there's no spiritual energy in here, but it's not looking good. I would like to conduct another experimentation or experiment, and but it doesn't look like we're not getting any kind of communication. So we're hearing some strange farm animal sounds. Boy, they make some strange sounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and take over take lead on this K2 meter sweep. Heather wasn't getting any readings. Heather, that strange light gone that we saw in the sky earlier.
Yeah, I told you.
So it's too bad I didn't get it on camera, but when we got out of the car to start our investigation here, there was a strange white streak of light going from, let's see, from the southeast to the northwest. It almost looked like it was a light coming from the airport. So there's an airport about 10 miles, 12 miles east from here. I guess it's the Goodyear Airport. Wow. So we're gonna be running out of battery. So I'm gonna see if I brought my battery. So basically, my camera battery is running really low right now. I don't know why it's dying. It's a fresh new camera battery. So if it cuts short and you don't see us resuming this investigation, it's because I didn't bring a backup battery, and then that'll be it for the investigation here at Buckeye Cemetery. So let me go and see if I have one. All right, so we're resuming this investigation. I'm using my my secondary camera, so there's going to be no more picture taking from Heather. We're not going to actually. The time here at this cemetery is kind of running low right now. We're gonna Heather, let's go over here for a second. We're gonna go across this little road over here and just maybe kind of look at this section of the cemetery, and then we're gonna just wrap it up because I'm not feeling it tonight, and I have to feel it before I can, you know, make it a serious. What was that?
There's holes.
There's holes. Okay. Yeah, make it. It's got to be. Something's got to happen. Oh man, did I leave my? Oh, you have it. Okay, good. So I'm gonna cut the talk. We're just gonna try to keep reading the K2 meter. We're gonna do a K2 meter sweep, continue that, and see if we can get any spikes, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. Okay, so if there's anybody here with us right now, this device right here is designed to allow us to communicate with you, or it's designed to allow you to communicate with us. It's harmless. So as I walk through the cemetery here, as your place of dwelling, I would like you to use this device and, you know, use it to communicate with us. Say something to us through this. or sorry, well, yeah, you can say something. There's a microphone right here. Use that device up there or that instrument up there, or use your spiritual energy to make this go off. Okay? We're asking nicely, and we're not going to harm you. So I'm going to hold the K2 meter away from the camera, and then when I see it spiking, I will showcase it. What?
Unless they buried her.
What's it saying?
It says that she's still alive, but she was born in 1881.
Oh, we just had some spikes. So here we go. We have some spikes. Do you see it spiking?
No.
Oh, it was spiking big time. Was that you that made this K2 meter go off? This device? If so, I need you to comply and, you know, affect it. You know, use your energy to light this up for me. Let us know that you're here and you're communicating with us. If there's anybody here with me. If there's anybody here, please use this device. And so it just went off right here. Now you may not be able to see the lights going off with this at this angle with the light. Oh, is that you? Is that you making it go off? If so, make that go up to red.
That's a very unhappy cow.
So did you see how that was going off? So you're affecting this gauge. Is this you right now? Are you trying to communicate with this? Heather here will not bite you. I promise you. Okay, so we're gonna move on, but I did get some spikes in this area. Oh, okay. So there is something going on in this area because as I was walking, it went off. See how it's going off right now? It doesn't look like we're getting any kind of communications tonight at the cemetery. I've had a few spikes on the K2 meter, but I think right now what we're going to do is we're going to go and begin to start wrapping up for the night. Believe me, this will be won't be the last time that we'll be back and trying to conduct investigations here at the cemetery. It's just doesn't seem like it's not as active tonight. So with that being said, let me go ahead and turn this off, and then we're going to do our Okay, so that's going to wrap it up tonight. Heather and I, we did our little stroll through the cemetery, this Louise B. Hazelton Cemetery, also known as Buckeye Cemetery. I don't know, what'd you think? What were you thinking? I mean,
I think it was quiet.
It's a very quiet, well, it's actually noisy because of the farm animals.
Well, I meant spiritually.
Well, spiritually, yeah, it was a little...
but there was cows.
A little quiet. There was a couple spikes with the K2 meter. This little device right here. Otherwise, I personally didn't feel anything here. Heather earlier, experienced something. So we're not going to make this the last time we come to this cemetery to conduct investigations. So I don't know. I just don't know what else to say about this evening other than it was fun to get out. The weather's nice, lots of bugs. Otherwise, we do appreciate you tuning in to this episode of Eerie Explorations. Thanks for the support. If you guys are watching this video and throughout the video, you hear anything or see anything that was missed during the development of this video, please leave comments below. Just help be the investigator too. Otherwise, again, we appreciate you tuning in and all the support we've been getting. Until the next Eerie Exploration, thanks again.